Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out how is the person on your mind currently feeling for you. So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got three options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hello group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's take a look at your oracle cards to begin your reading and find out how does the person on your mind currently feel for you. So the cards that came out for you guys are regeneration, then we have chivalry, flexibility, hunger, and expansion. Alright, with regeneration and hunger over here, definitely whoever this is that you're thinking about, group 1, it's like they cannot bear to stay away with you any longer. They cannot bear to stay away from you anymore. Now, another message that I'm getting with regeneration is that I don't think that this is the first time that you guys have been separated from each other and this person wants to get back together. There is a huge possibility that this has happened previously, at least for a few of you. Seems like a cycle of some kind where you guys keep coming back together and then something happens. When I look at the lava underneath the tree in the regeneration card, one of you might be short tempered, one of you might be very impulsive, and I feel like that is the root cause of problems. At least sometimes when you guys get back together, things get out of hand very quickly, and then when they do, you guys, go your separate ways. What I just heard was can't live with each other, can't live without each other. So I think that that is the theme definitely for a lot of you who are watching group 1 today. Regardless, with regeneration and hunger, like I said, however long it's been since you guys have been together or spoken to each other, it's just getting too much for this person now, and they really, really want to get back with you. With chivalry, I do feel like there is a bit of planning and plotting going on. What exactly can I do to woo group 1, to lure them out of their silence? How can I win them over? Should I drop by unannounced with some gifts, maybe wine and dine them, be good to them, be nice to them? There definitely is this realization over here with chivalry and flexibility that they will have to make the first move. Now, I don't know whether you guys have already tried from your side and it didn't work out, or there's been a history of you always being the first one to reach out, and this time you've decided not to, no matter what happens. And so, somewhere, like I said, with flexibility, they know that they're the ones who are going to have to drop their ego, they're the ones who are going to have to make the first move, and it does seem like they're ready to do that. Now, I'm not going to lie, because we have expansion over here, I do feel like a certain level of um, energetic upgrade or some more bits of emotional maturity have definitely been added to this person's account. I'm not sure if it's still, if it has become a match to your maturity level or not, but this person has definitely undergone some growth over here. It is also possible with expansion and flexibility that this desire to make the first move and break the ice, it could have either come as a result of some guidance that's been given to them, either through their friends, family members, or maybe some reading, who knows. Otherwise, with the presence of this ancestral, angelish thing over here in the expansion card, it's also possible that they might have received this intuitive hit or a download in their dreams, perhaps, that they really need to make a move before you slip out. Because with chivalry over here and the bird flying at the top, I feel like the person on your mind has got this news from somewhere. It might be true, it might be a rumor, that you have either started dating again, or there is somebody else as a competition who's emerging as a competition, who wants to charm you, group 1, or who's interested in dating you. And I feel like ever since the person on your mind has received this bit of information slash gossip, like I said, it may or may not be true, I think that is what has further fueled this fire of hunger over here. I mean, I said it's almost as if this piece of information has lit a fire under their ass, if I'm being honest. That if I don't act quick, somebody else is going to come and take group 1 away, and I cannot bear for that to happen. Because, like I said, with regeneration over here, this person has a history of coming back to you. I don't. There's only so much that they can go without being with you or without talking to you. Somewhere I feel with expansion and regeneration, and especially for those of you for whom that message of a short temper or impulsive nature is true, I think that might have become your non-negotiable at this point. That like, the only way I'm going to allow you back into my life is if you come back to me as a calm person. I do feel like with expansion they might have made some progress in that regard. Also, at the moment with hunger, definitely there is this intense sexual attraction, passion, and pull that they are feeling towards you, Group One. It seems the longer they stay away from you, the more they crave you, the more they crave your body. So that energy is definitely coming up as well. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now and find out more. So how is the person currently feeling today? We have the Three of Swords. How's the person currently feeling today? We have the Star and the Queen of Swords. How's the person currently feeling today? And we have the Ten of Pentacles. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Wands. For some of you, the Queen of Wands is telling me that you have already tried to take action from your side, it didn't work, and now you're like, fuck this and fuck you. For others, I feel like the Queen of Wands might be somebody who has given them this motivation to come and pursue you. Maybe this Queen of Wands is the elder sibling of the person on your mind, or just some really good friend whom they look up to, some other maternal figure, or perhaps some feminine guide of theirs who's given them this download or intuitive hit that they need to move their ass. Regardless, with the Three of Swords over here, what I just heard was that I am feeling the pain that I've caused you. So if you think that you're the only one who's suffering, that isn't true, because with the Three of Swords over here, definitely this person is also missing you. And like I said, the more that they stay away from you, the more difficult it is getting for them. Now, when I look at this shadow figure in the Three of Swords card, it is quite possible that this time around, the reason for you guys not speaking to each other could have been something that they hid from you. And when you found out about it, it just crushed you because it was too much for you to handle. And they realized they shouldn't have kept this thing a secret from you, whatever it was. So they definitely want to repair the damages that they've caused. The Star over here is telling me that they dream about you a lot, they fantasize about you a lot, you're still very precious to them, and they definitely hope that they can get a second, third, fourth, fifth chance at this, because like I said, for a lot of you, this thing has been going on for a while now. The thing is, with the Queen of Swords over here, I feel like this individual on your mind is self-aware to the extent that they know that this shit that they've pulled off over here has caused you to now embody this Queen of Swords energy. I was getting this message earlier also for you guys. Remember when I said that you now have certain non-negotiables, and if they are not met, you will not allow this person entry into your life again? I think they have picked up on that energy too. Like they know that unless and until they're a changed person, unless and until they can become a better version of themselves, you will not speak to them or you will not allow them to come back in your life. Also, with the Queen of Swords over here, with the Three of Swords, they are already anticipating that if they do try to make a move towards you, you might not take it very well. You might like proper lash out at them, be very mean to them, say hurtful things to them. But with the Three of Swords over here, they're ready to face that. They're ready to face your fire if it means that they can get a second chance to make things right with you. Because with the Ten of Pentacles being the closing card, I definitely feel like this person sincerely wants to be with you for the long haul, for the long term, because the Ten of Pentacles is a long term relationship energy. Can even talk about marriage for a few of you if that's something that you want for yourself. Maybe this is somebody whom you already have kids with, and because of their problematic behavior, you keep kicking them out of the house. Then they come back apologizing, you take them back in, they spend some time with you, with the kids, and then again they go back to their previous behavior, and again you kick them out. So maybe that is what's been going on. But it definitely feels with the Ten of Pentacles that this time around, perhaps what has changed, and thanks to this energy of expansion, is that not only are they realizing the value of you and the kids, if there are kids in the picture, but they're also realizing the value of what it is that they have with you, the beauty of the connection that they share with you. And it seems like they do not want to let go of this beautiful connection or home that you guys have created together. They do not want to let go of this, and they're terribly sorry for hurting you. And they, like I said, they sincerely hope that you can at least hear them out and allow them one more chance to make things right with you. Of course, depends upon your free will whether you will or whether you won't. The ball is definitely in your court, group one, what with all the Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands energy that we've got over here. It is totally your free will whether you want to speak to them, whether you want to take any action towards them or not. Although I do feel with flexibility that most likely this person is going to make the first move, and they're the ones who are going to reach out to you. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group one. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you're new over here, hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group two. If you guys chose the second image, let's take a look at your oracles first and find out how does the person on your mind currently feel for you. So the cards that came out for you guys are never ending story, right? Then we have resolving conflict, love, movement, and impartiality. Some of you might have felt a pull towards group one as well, or if you want to listen to group one, you can. It's interesting that the candle that's burning over here says love, and then we also have the love card over here for you guys. So, definitely, whoever this is for whom you're watching this reading today loves you. They genuinely do. Now, another thing that is standing out very clearly over here with never ending story and resolving conflict is that there definitely seems to be a pattern over here. And the way that the woman is approaching the man, I feel like maybe this person is in a dark place. You try to pull them out of it, you try to do the healing for them, you try to help them to you get involved in their mess, and all they do is run away in the opposite direction. You're trying to bathe them with your love, you're trying to help them to come to a better place, you want them to become a better person, you're trying to bring them towards the light, but it seems like the more you try, the more they tend to get away. And it's definitely not something that they're proud of. With the way that this fairy is sitting over here with her head sort of hung in despair and shame, it is not something that they're proud of, because they definitely realize that you're being so nice to them. Group 2, we have a pebble over here that says empathy, we've got compassion, we've got understanding. I don't think that anybody ever has understood this person, the way they function, the way they think, the way they feel, as deeply as you have. You're definitely the only person who has ever gotten so close to them. And the fact that they could not realize that while they had the time, the fact that they could not see it then, the fact that they could not cherish it and value it while you were close to them, I think is it's definitely something that they regret. Although with never ending story over here and love, I feel like the person on your mind has a habit or a pattern of sabotaging any promising love connections that come in their life, be it you or be it anyone else. And it doesn't even have to be romantic love. I feel like platonic relations also, who show a lot of care towards this person, they're not able to handle those connections carefully and with sensitivity. They always tend to somehow mess up. And it seems like this person, and with the sand clock over here, although there's no sand, I don't think that this is a recent realization. I think that this is something that the person on your mind has definitely known for some time now, that they are truly, madly, deeply in love with you. But I think taking action towards that love, acting upon that emotion, acting upon that feeling is something which scares them and makes them cave in. And they don't know how to respond after that. It's like they go numb. Their mind, it just shuts down and they don't know what to do. They say that they want to be left alone, but they love it when you come after them. They say that they don't want to talk to you, but their face lights up when you message them. It's crazy. It is so contradicting, but it is true. That's just how they are. Not a very easy person to understand, for sure. Now, here's the thing, in their current feelings, because like I said, they've understood that they love you, and they've also understood that all this while you were just trying to help them, you were just trying to be there for them, and there was no need for them to push you away and be so hard on you, because it's quite possible that they were very hard on you. Um, they were very cruel to you, they were not nice to you at all. In fact, with the movement card over here, they could have especially said some really hurtful things to you, which again they're regretting now. Like, what the hell was I thinking? That was absolutely unnecessary. So they want to right their wrongs, and especially with impartiality over here, reminds me of the justice, what with these balanced cans of paint. So I do think that they want to correct their mistakes. Now, for some of you with impartiality, it is possible that the person on your mind could have been solely focused on just one aspect of their life, and for a lot of you, it could have been career, or it could have been another situation that was ongoing in their life at that time. And you tried to help them, you were trying to be there for them, but they were just so um, engrossed in that other thing that they didn't even seem to bother or care that there was another door that was open, which was you. And so now, and especially for those of you for whom this person behaved horribly with you because they were like, no, 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 right now my priority just needs to be my career, they are now trying to strike a balance between their love, which is you, and their work. What exactly triggered this realization? I'm not sure. Although, with Never Ending Story, it's quite possible that very recently they could have sabotaged yet another friendship, and that could have made their thoughts travel back in time to you and to how they behaved with you. And so now they're like, I need to correct my mistakes. Something just happened in my throat. I do feel like this person tries to talk to you, but they're not able to. Like, they pick up the phone, open their chat with you, they want to type and send a new message, but they're just not able to. They want to pick up their phone, dial your number, call you, they're not able to. And they want to break that now. They want to break this thing that's been going on now. And each time with resolving conflict, it's like each time there's any disagreement or this just this perpetual runner chaser dynamic where it's always you who's chasing and them who's running, they want to cut that too. They do not want to run away from you or from your love anymore. They want to come towards it. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 2. How's the person who feels How's the person who feels We have the Tower. How's the person who feels Six of Pentacles. How's the person who feels The Eight of Cups. How's the person who feels and Temperance, bottom of the deck, is the King of Cups. So yeah, whoever this is, they definitely do love you. I mean, it might have been a recent or not so recent realization. Not surprised. With the Tower card over here and Eight of Cups, it feels like this person could have suddenly decided to just exit from your life, because they could have suddenly decided that no, 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 something or someone else deserves more of my time and my attention rather than group 2. And they're now sitting over here in shame, regret, and thinking to themselves, that was absolutely unnecessary. Why did I do that? They could have ghosted you, they could have randomly, even perhaps, just texted you and said that this is it, this is over. It's ridiculous, honestly. But I am getting seriously for a lot of you that that is exactly what they did. They could have broken up with you over text or something. So definitely not cool. They're regretting turning their back towards you and towards this connection now, and they definitely feel like with the Six of Pentacles that they should have invested more of their time and their energy and efforts into you and into this connection, especially because that is what you were doing. Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. They did not reciprocate when they had the chance to. And now with the Eight of Cups, it's quite possible that you have moved on from this person and you have moved on from this connection, and you've either found your happiness elsewhere or you're pretty content with the way that your love life is right now, even if there's nobody in it. And I feel like they can either see it or they can sense it. And definitely with Temperance being close to impartiality, like I said, they do want to correct their mistakes, they do want to make it up to you. It's almost as if through their new efforts, they want to make up for all the time that has been lost, and they want to see whether they can somehow try to rebalance this situation, try to get your trust or your love or even your affection back in their life. If I'm being honest with resolving conflict and the Six of Pentacles, I think group 2 that the person on your mind had become very needy of your love, your affection. They absolutely loved it. They loved that somebody like you, somebody with your energy, with your healing powers, you were all over them. They loved it. But they definitely got very selfish with it. They only took and took and took from you. They did not give you anything in return except for hurt and disappointment, which they are regretting now and which they wish they hadn't done with the Six of Pentacles. It's almost as if with the Eight of Cups over here, when this person had left you, they had no intention of turning back. They had no intention of looking back. And for a while, they were pretty happy being by themselves or with other people. Something I feel with the Tower over here, and then that sun clock in the never-ending story, I feel like this person has recently had some tower moment. I don't know if it's an internal tower moment or something in their situation surrounding or whatever, but I think that that tower moment has most likely pushed them down that rabbit hole of self introspection and coming to the conclusion that they did you dirty, which is why now with the movement card, you might actually hear from them. They might either reach out to you online, or they might travel to you towards you and want to meet you in person to broker peace with you. I'm actually very curious now regarding the Tower card. So let's see if we can get any information regarding it. The Eight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. It's quite possible that they got a taste of their own medicine. Group 2, the way they behaved with you, and because they thought that they were invincible, somebody could have behaved the same way with them. Somebody could have used them and then left, never to look back. And I think because they were absolutely convinced that this can never happen to them, but it did, that could have been the Tower moment. Or another possibility over here with the Queen of Wands and Eight of Swords is that something has happened, maybe in their career, for all we know, and it could have taken a serious toll on their self esteem, their self confidence, and their power within the organization or something like that. And so I definitely feel like this is an ego death. The universe has humbled this person big time, and because of this individual is arriving at all these conclusions. I also feel like they were pretty um, convinced that you're all about them and that they'll always have you, and there's no way in hell you're ever going to leave, but you did. And so that in itself could have acted as a big shock for them. Anyway, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now. Group 2, if you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Group 3. So, for those of you who chose the third image, let's take a look at your oracle cards first and find out how is the person on your mind currently feeling for you. So, the cards that came out for you guys are here and now. Then we have forgiveness. One banner says, I forgive myself, the other says, I am forgiven. Then we have transformation, consciousness, and we have impasse. All right. Whoever this is, Group 3, when you guys were together, when you guys were closer together, this was one stubborn son of a gun. Very, very selfish, very, very stubborn, very, very arrogant, my way or the highway attitude for sure. In fact, forgiveness over here is telling me that it is highly likely in the past, that in the past, Group 3, either this person gaslighted the shit out of you, and it's also possible that even when you were not at fault, you were always the one who was apologizing. I just saw 111. I do feel like it's correct for a lot of you. Even when you were not at fault, just to keep this connection intact, just to hold on to this person for longer, you would say sorry. And even though this person knew that they were at fault and you had no need to apologize, they would still gaslight you, and they would feel very happy when you would surrender and apologize. So, yeah, not a very good energy for sure. In fact, here and now is telling me that this connection, Group 3, has kept you stuck in your love life for a very long time. You were finding it very difficult to move on from this person. Each time you tried to move on from this person, they would drag you back. It's quite possible that because of this connection, you missed out on other good people, other good opportunities. And it is also possible with here and now that even when you were with this person, they were keeping their options open. They were either still in touch with their exes or exploring options for their future instead of focusing on you, who was with them at that time. 222. You guys might also be seeing repeating numbers like crazy, but yeah, I do feel like that is also true for a lot of you. Instead of focusing on their current partner, which was you, they were either, like I said, keeping in touch with their exes or exploring future options. But now, with transformation over here, which reminds me of the death and rebirth card, along with forgiveness and, of course, consciousness also, I feel like a huge, huge internal transformation has occurred within this person. As a result of what? I don't know. Maybe it's a tower moment, maybe it's an ego death, maybe it's self introspection. Whatever it is, this is a changed person now. And it seems like with here and now, along with forgiveness, this person has thought about it real long and very, very seriously about not just you, but every person whom they've wronged for that matter. And not just in a romantic capacity, but platonically also. Whoever it is that they have been unkind with, all of those people, all of those memories are rushing back to this individual at this point. And they're deeply sorry for everything. They genuinely want to ask you for your forgiveness. Group 3. We do have those two little angels hovering above in the forgiveness card. It might have been a result of some spiritual journey that they've undertaken. Um, their dark night of the soul has ended, and they've now come to the conclusion that they were being a bitch to you for no reason. But definitely, with consciousness over here and transformation, it's almost as if there was always this inner voice, there was always that conscience which would probe them and tell them that you're doing wrong by Group 3, this isn't needed, let it go. And they would just silence out that conscience of theirs, they would just silence out that intuition of theirs, or that reasoning that was there within them. And then of course it just, now that the dam has broken, all of that is just it's just flooding right out. That's what that is. With impasse over here, they try to hold off listening to their conscience for as long as they could. No, I don't want to face the truth. I'll keep feeding lies to myself. But you can only do that for so long. Also, with impasse over here and transformation, it's quite possible that maybe one of the things that triggered this massive internal shift in them could have been them facing rejection in a situation or in a connection. And I don't think they were expecting it. I don't think they saw it coming. And when they did experience that, I think that is what triggered them into looking deep within and coming to this awareness, coming to this understanding that this is how I was with so many other people from my past. And so it's only fair that now all of this has come to me. They have definitely faced some sort of karmic justice, group 3, for hurting you, for hurting anybody else. And as a result of this karmic justice, they are now understanding that what they did to you was wrong, which is why they're apologetic. Because with here and now and transformation, I feel like the more that this person is thinking about their past with you, the more they're coming to the conclusion that their life right now could have looked very, very different than what it is presently had they been with you, had they listened to you, had they valued you, had they cared about you, had they wholeheartedly invested in you. You know, like how we say that a bird in hand is worth two in the bush, probably something that this person has never heard of. And so now there is this guilt. I'm not sure whether they've already asked you for your forgiveness or not, because like I said, one banner over here says I am forgiven, and it is quite possible I forgive myself, sorry. And we have impasse over here, so maybe a lot of you have blocked this person across all platforms, so they don't have any way to reach out to you. If that is the case, they have forgiven themselves for being so horrible and pathetic with you. The reason why they've forgiven themselves is because they have no means of apologizing directly to you. If they do have a way in which they can apologize to you, I do feel like they will try to do that, although I'm not sure how open will you be to entertain that energy. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 3. We have the Empress in reverse. The Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. And bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so this definitely, whatever it is that they faced, let me put this here so you guys can see it. Whatever it is that they faced, group 3, it seems like it was a long time coming. It just had to happen. And when it finally did, this person realized that they were so unnecessarily wrong with you, especially with the Empress in reverse. It is now occurring to them that the gift was right in front of them all along and they couldn't see it. They couldn't value it. And I'm not surprised to see the Hermit, because definitely a lot of introspection has happened. Definitely this person has had a lot of alone time to, you know, face their shadows, you can say, face some hard truths about themselves and about who they used to be. Now, since the Knight of Pentacles is popping out right after the Hermit, they definitely want to come towards you. They might not do it as quickly as you might anticipate, though, because it's a pretty slow moving energy. But the intention over here with the Ace of Pentacles for sure is to speak to you again. That is what I'll say at the moment, because for now I'm not seeing that they're in this dire need of wanting to reconcile with you and all of that. And honestly, with the Empress in reverse and impasse, I don't think you're up for it either. But yes, with the Ace of Pentacles, now the Pentacle in this scenario might be symbolic of your apology that they're seeking. I don't think they've managed to gather quite the guts for it just yet, which is why, of course, it might be a slow moving energy. It will take them some time to build or to muster up more courage, more guts to approach you, to face you, or maybe even find avenues to reach out to you, to contact you. I just heard LinkedIn. So maybe for a lot of you, that is where this person is going to reach out to you. There is, of course, this sense over here with the Ten of Wands of, and especially with the skull, that it's too late now. I think they feel like it's too late now for them to make any effort to revive this connection, because there's nothing left of it. It's just the remnants of a connection that once existed, which too they couldn't nurture properly. Plus, with the Empress in reverse over here, I feel a lot of you have moved on and you are currently with somebody else who sees your value, who sees your worth, which this person couldn't. So, I think the reason why they're adopting a slow approach and at the moment are only focused on your apologies, because, like I said, they don't think there's anything left to save as such. Plus, with the Ten of Wands, like I said, there is this immense burden, you can say, of the realization that you're the one that got away. And the only person to blame is themselves. They cannot blame this on anybody else. They got the best of the best. They couldn't see it, they couldn't value it. They were so absorbed in other shit. And now it's too late, because obviously the best of the best is gone now. They're not going to stick around for you. And I think this person's punishment for hurting you, group 3, is that they're going to have to spend the rest of their life carrying the burden of this realization that they messed it up. And nothing they say or nothing they do is going to want to make you, come back or give them another chance. Some of you might, but honestly, for most of you, I don't think you're up for it. All right, group 3. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.